Hi guys, it's a girl Pauline here. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope that you're doing fine. On my side, I am fantastic guys, and I thank God for everything. Welcome to today's video. Thank you for clicking it and thank you for stopping by. Today guys, it's a story time. I want to take you through what happened to me, or rather I want to tell you what happened to me. I was about to be denied access to enter Dubai, guys. Can you imagine? So guys, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, kindly consider doing so, and I'll be so thankful. My returning subscribers, I love you, I adore you guys. Thank you for support. May God bless you. Without further ado, straight to the video. Welcome guys. Now, if you have been watching me, you already know I was working in Qatar, what happened when I went out of it. So yeah, my story takes us back to Qatar. Yeah, and when I was in Qatar, Qatar was my first country to travel in Middle East. So when I went there, the lady that I was working for during holidays, especially let's say like Eid, when kids they've closed school, something of that sort, normally or most of the times she used to travel. And now during the long holidays, she used to travel with them to Dubai. But they couldn't like travel alone. They used to take one housemaid with them, which was either me or my colleague. And now this time it was my turn. And guys, I was still new in that place. And actually, because it was also my first time to travel, I had no idea of many places. I had no idea of what happens, you know. Yeah, so that is what happened. And when now Ramadan was over, the kids closed the school. They had closed school maybe for 3 months or 2.5 months. So the lady said, now because your colleague, she was now leaving the country, like she was done with her contract and she was going back to her country. So she was like, okay, now because so and so is going, I will be going to Dubai with you. Now that was me. And I was happy about it, because first of all, I was like, okay, I thought I was just coming to work here, so I will be also traveling. And it's an amazing thing, the exposure and everything, you just love it. But I had no problem with that, since it's part of my job as well. So I said okay, and they prepared everything, my visa, everything was done. Another day came guys, and we left the house. We went normally at the airport, exited in Qatar, everything was perfectly well. And guys, remember, when you are exiting the place, or maybe in the airport, let me say that, in the airport, they always stamp your passport, and that stamp includes also the day or the date of the day that you have traveled. And now, remember, this lady did not tell me anything. I just know we are going to Dubai and everything is okay. But guys, we did not come straight from Qatar to Dubai. It was a transit. A transit is whereby you board a plane, you go to a certain country and board another one to take you now to where you're going. And that is what we did. We boarded a plane. First, we went to Oman. Yeah. Then from Oman, we came here, Muscat, then Dubai. Now remember guys, when you arrive in Dubai, it shows it. They will also ask you, because I came later to realize that there are no planes, or there are no, you know, I think it was cancelled between Dubai and Qatar. I think there was a problem, and that is why Qataris, or maybe Emirates, they don't go to, you know, Dubai or Qatar. In short, they should stay in their own country, if that is what I mean. If you, okay, for instance, if I am an Emirates, I cannot go to Qatar, and a Qatari cannot come here. There was maybe a problem. I don't know what problem was there, and that is what the government, you know, they said it like that, and no one breaks that rule. So for me, okay, for them they knew, but for me, I didn't know anything. We went to Muscat, boarded another plane to UAE, which is Dubai now. So we came here to Dubai, and now it was about to exit again, exit or enter, I don't know, but in the airport, of course. So guys, now this is where the drama started. This is where now the drama started, guys. We came, and now when we are about, there are international arrivals, and maybe the GCC countries, they just pass. No one asks them like, okay, GCC countries are maybe the Arab countries. When they go straight to the airport, they don't pass those places whereby other people can go, just like me. When they went straight, I had to stay behind for them to check my passport, to check where I am coming from, and to stamp it, Yeah. So the lady told me, and for me, I thought it was just normal. Okay, she said, this is your visa, and this is your passport. So you will follow these people to the international arrivals. There's a desk there. So when you go, make sure you give them this. And if in case they ask you where you're coming from, tell them you're coming from Muscat. Deep down, I know I'm coming from Qatar. And now she said I should say I'm coming from Muscat. I was so naive, I can say, and for me, I didn't think like it will be maybe a problem or anything bad will happen, because I am saying like I'm from Muscat while I still know I am from Qatar. So guys, I followed the queue, and it was my turn on the desk. So I gave out my passport and my visa. It was a 3-month visa. So the guy there he was maybe, I don't know, he was a Sudanese or what, but he's an Arab, but black, not the white one. So he was like, hi Pauline, how are you? Where are you coming from? And me, Pauline, being like a crazy person, I said, I'm from Muscat, I'm coming from Muscat. Then he knew, of course, I was lying, and he checked at me like twice, and he was like, okay, Pauline, you're so much welcome, but before you come inside, you have to go to that office. There was an office that I was sure that like I should go to that office and wait. So when I went there, I think now is then when I get the clear picture of what was happening. So I entered, and there were so many people, and some of them I had seen them in the flight. We were in the same flight. So I went, sit down, and they was like, okay, give me your passport. I gave them the passport. Your visa, they want to check. I gave them the visa. So they returned the visa to me, but still they kept the passport. They were checking on some stuff on the system. I don't know what they were checking for. And this guy was like, actually he was a policeman, not just like, I don't know, maybe he's one of the, how will I say it? Let's say he's maybe a bigger person there, because he asked me, are you a Kenyan? And I said yes. And where did you say you're coming from? Now, guys, at this point I cannot change the statement. I was told to say I'm coming from Muscat, and I did not say I'm coming from Qatar. But this lady also did not know that also in my passport there is a stamp from Qatar per airport. I don't know, she knew or she did not know, or she did not think about it, I don't know. So this guy is like, and where did you say you're coming from? I was like, I'm coming from Muscat. And I was so serious about that. I was lying, but I had no choice. So I said, I'm coming from Muscat. And he said, have you ever been in Qatar? I told him, yes, I've been in Qatar. What do you do there? I told him, okay, there I don't work, but I have a friend. I normally go to see a friend and come back. Okay, did you come from Qatar right now while you are coming here? And again, no, I'm coming from Muscat. So I think these guys were like, she's obviously lying, but again, she also looked very innocent, because remember, guys, my passport only indicates like two stamps. The day I entered Qatar, and that same day I was exiting Qatar now to come to Dubai. And he was like, okay, just stay. And when I was thinking like I was the only person, like many people, maybe 10 or even 20 were in that office, the same thing they were being asked. what do you do in Qatar? Some were like business people, they go for business and come back, some of that sort, you know, because they all come from different countries, and maybe someone went to Qatar for business and now that person is back. So remember guys, my story is different and I am the only one who is saying no to what is right. So I stayed there, and they kept me maybe around an hour or maybe 1 hour and a half, and I was still there. For me it was like normal, I wasn't feeling anything. But now this lady and her husband, also the kids, were very scared because they knew they did something wrong. And guys, remember, they already went out, took the luggage, and now they are waiting outside for me. And guys, you can imagine, we alighted at Dubai at, I think, was it 6, but the time that I was released now to go home, it was around 8. I stayed in that place. Now they were even calling me, why are you not coming out? And I was like, okay. They saw my passport and they asked me to go in the art office, and I am still in this office until now. I don't know what they will decide. So I thank God. God came through for me, and that guy came, called me like, Pauline, come. It's like this, like this, like this. We don't allow people from Qatar in this country. We cannot explain the reason to you, but we can see you are coming from Qatar. Why are you saying you're from Muscat? And I said to them, yeah, it's true. Right now I'm coming from Muscat. I'm not lying. And they were like, okay, here is your passport. They gave me the passport. They signed it now to allow me to enter into Dubai, but they gave me a SIM card. When they gave me the SIM card, and it was kind of different, not like just normal SIM cards we use and not these networks, but it was different. Okay, it was my first time, I know, to see the SIM card, but I don't think like I've ever seen it again here. So I was given that SIM card, and they told me, okay, welcome to Dubai, and don't buy another SIM card, you can use this SIM card. Now, when we were going home, they were like, and Pauline, why did you stay? What were they asking you? What did you answer them, you know? Because they were also scared. And guys, do not also remember, in the visas, it also indicates their names. So they were also scared at the same time. So when they were done with me, they were like, okay, Pauline, now you can go. Welcome to Dubai. Enjoy your stay here and everything, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay. So when we reached to the house, I told them, those guys, they gave me a SIM card and they said I can use it. And I can remember, guys, I stayed in that place without a SIM card. Actually, I never got a SIM card, but that time I think I can say she was fair enough, because she gave me my phone back. And she told me, during this time, because you don't have a SIM card, you can still use your phone. I will give you the Wi-Fi and you will use it. So I was like, okay. But now again, sorry guys, I was asking her, how about the SIM card? Should I use it, or what do I do? I was actually trying to see what she would say. Then she was like, okay, try to see if it will work in your phone. And again, now I went to her and asked her, what did you say the reason was for me to lie that I'm coming from Muscat, while you know very well we're coming from Qatar, and my passport shows that it was stamped the same day from Qatar. Now that there is when she was like, oh my God, I have messed up. Because she knew like she has lied. For her, she did not think like, you know, I don't know if that thing came from her, for her in the mind or something, but I can't really know. But maybe at this point when she was telling me to say I'm from Muscat, she was not thinking that my passport was stamped. She didn't think that. So she was like, okay, Pauline, I know I have messed up, but we thank God at least you're here. So she told me, okay, you can use the SIM card. And I was like, okay, do you remember, first of all, we have lied. Another thing, we have said things that are not there, and we don't know what maybe they want, because it is illegal for people from Qatar to enter here. Okay, right now I don't know if everything has been okay again, like they have said everything okay, but those time, like it was last year, but on 2019 it was still there. So guys, I told her I don't think like it is okay for me to use SIM card, because when I open it, it was asking like all details, my name, my passport number, where I am coming from when did I enter Dubai, from when did I come from, maybe the country I was coming from. And I was like, okay, maybe they are trying to get some information which maybe might end me into trouble or something. So I told her that. I was like, okay, this is what it is asking for, but for me I don't think it is okay, because I knew maybe if there's a problem it will be on me, not on them, and it is easy for these people to run away and to live into trouble. So I told her I don't think it will be okay for me to use it. Since I have Wi-Fi, let me just stick to Wi-Fi. And you know, because I had a Qatari line SIM card, and we were not staying for long, we were just staying there maybe for 2 months or 3 months, and I knew that I will go back again and still use my SIM card. So all that time I was still using my I was still using Wi-Fi. I didn't use the SIM card. But for me, I thought like it was not good for her to say that, and if she knew it was going to be a problem for me, or maybe for someone coming from Qatar to enter this place, she couldn't have taken me with her in the first place. Then another thing, I saw the GCC countries, most of them it's like they just pass. No one asks you where you're coming from, where you are going. No, as long as you just did the right thing, you have your visa, you have everything that is required, you just pass. So for me now, I was just scared maybe when we will be going back still the same thing will happen. But I thank God nothing happened. I actually just went and everything was okay. So that was my first time to come to Dubai, and then I left that place. I never stayed again, because if I still stayed again I would have come here, because we used to come like every year twice. Yeah, but I thank God that nothing happened to me. But guys, I was so scared. So if in case this happens to you, first ask about things. And also you should know that between Qatari and Emirates, there's this I don't know, should I call it like a fight or a grudge or something. You'll find that maybe Qataris and Emirates, they don't understand each other. Qataris and Emirates, they don't, you know, connect or something. Because also before sorry guys, because before I also remember they could you see the companies here in what we call in Dubai, also in Saudi, they used maybe to sell their products to Qatar, like milk, cheese, all those stuff, flour, but nowadays they don't. So I think there was a problem, and that problem still exists. But the most important thing is that I thank God for what He did for me, and nothing happened to me, guys. So yay! They allowed me to come into Dubai without any problem. So guys, that was my short story. That was my short experience for a day. I was all day for almost 2 hours. 2 hours, almost 2.5, somewhere there. But God wins every time. So guys, thank you so much for keeping it locked, for following to this story. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your love. I really love you guys. May God bless you. May God be with you, and stay safe. I love you. I really hope, guys, I will see you in the next video. Stay safe. I love you, and love you guys.